Welcome to Big Belly Garage, home of BBR, Big Belly Racing. I hope you enjoy the video and thank you for stopping by.
What's going on today, everybody? Thanks for stopping by the channel. If you haven't, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Gonna have a lot more new content coming to the channel. Gonna start doing some RC stuff, something I've done since 1987 is when I started playing racing. I started out racing. I really wasn't a backyard basher. I just started out racing. So. Anyway, please excuse our mess. This past Sunday's rainstorm brought us quite a bit of water in the basement. And this happens to be where I have all my toys junk at, is in the basement. What I'm going to do today is, I know everybody has a technique that they use, or if they're going to tape their tires, they have a technique that they use. I use Gorilla Tape, which I've seen other people use Gorilla Tape, but I just thought I'd video the way I do it and get the video up there, and it's always worked good. It seems to so far. I haven't had any trouble with the tire swelling, so but let's get to it. Our J-Concept Hotties, and we have our Pro Line F11 beadlock wheels that we're going to use. Bam! We have our tires. We're going to get our tires, pull the inserts out of them. You really got to pay attention that you put them back in right. There is a wrong way. The narrow lip goes to the narrow side. It's pretty self-explanatory, but some people don't always get it, so you have to tell them, and that's fine. Everybody don't get something the first time around, that's for sure. Alright, so we want to turn our tires inside out like this. I have to get everything I need. Alright, so what I like to do, lay this up here, I like to spray the tire off, a little motor cleaner. Because when the tires are new, when they come out of the presses, they have a release agent, so the tire doesn't stick, the rubber doesn't stick. This is true on any type of plastic, anything that's formed, molded like that. They're going to have a releasing agent. So anyway, what I do is I'll clean the tire like that. I'll let it sit there a minute and dry up. We have our heat gun. We're going to set it over to the side for a minute. Sorry about that, didn't mean to shake things. Alright, I think we're ready. So now what I do, I got duct tape already over here. Alright. I'm going to try to do this where it comes out good for you guys, but I use the whole width of the duct tape. Gorilla Tape is what I use, and I center it up to where you have even amounts on both sides of the ribbing there. What I'll do, it's kind of hard to do at an angle sideways, but I'll start working it down and pulling it like so. I hold it in the center so I can keep it centered, and I keep pulling. Okay? So once I got it so far, I rub it in some. Try to spread it out to the sides a little bit, start working it in. Alright? Here's where the magic comes. I take a heat gun and I start warming the Gorilla Tape. As you warm the Gorilla Tape, it almost acts like heat shrink. Gotta be careful here that we don't burn you down. But as you warm it up, it wants to stick a lot better. So you start working it down. Okay, that's about as far as we got with the heat. We're going to work this down. We're going to put a little more heat on it. And when you reach a certain point, it becomes just like heat shrink. You can work it, get it all spread out. You gotta be careful because it's hot and it gets hot. You want to keep stretching your stuff, keeping it in the center. And I just try to keep working it out as I go. And like I said, I want to make sure I pull it because you don't want a bunch of wrinkles in the duct tape. Sorry about that, I get off camera, but it's not the easiest thing to do here, but we're getting there. Main thing is keep it in the center of the tire the best you can. We're getting ready to apply some heat on here so we can start getting her rounded up. But just watch if you can. I don't know if the lighting is good or not. See how it just kind of you gotta be careful because like I said, it gets hot. But just look how nice and smooth that is. I'm just stretching my tape here, going around the tire, getting my baseline down. We're right now reaching the overlap point, which I don't like letting them overlap a lot because that's just uneven. So we're going to shorten that up right there. Alright. Let's see how good that looks when we've heated it. It just molds right to the tire. So now we're going to start back where we were. Go in here and put some heat on it. And you can watch it as it starts going. We're going to do a little rubbing. You got to be careful because it will burn you up. But she's pretty warm right now. There's anything you can do to get it flattened out. You know, you don't want, the whole thing is to get it put down and not have a bunch of wrinkles in it and have it actually stick to the tire. You know, if you just wrap some duct tape inside there, that's not going to keep it from sticking to the tire. So anyway, we're going to heat this up just a little bit more all the way around here. Tighten this lip up a little. Turn that off. Set it to the side. I'm going to rub it down one last time. And then I'm going to quickly reverse the tire back inside out what you're going to have to do, I don't know if you can see it in there, is once you flip it, you're going to have to take your thumb and finger, your thumbs and hands, your thumb and fingers, the best you can, and work any wrinkles that you get out of the inside. And if you get wrinkles, you got to stretch the tire. If you stretch the rubber and get it all stuck real good, the main thing is getting it on the tire without the tire getting distorted. And you can see it inside there, how nicely. Well, there's your wrinkle, and that's what you got to do. You got to look. Now you see, you just seen that wrinkle. Let me work this out, and you'll see it. I'll bring it right back up. See? Well, I don't know if you're seeing what I'm seeing. So anyway, see, there you go. You get a nice, smooth inside pattern, stuck. You don't have to worry about tire swell. See, we had a little wrinkle right there. So I'm going to pull the tire. Now it's cooling. It'll stick better. It gets too hot, it don't want to stick. But it makes it conform very well. But there you have it. That's how I do my duct tape. Alright. Alright. So there you have it. That's how I do my duct tape. Well, that's not a good example. But there you have it. That's how I do my duct tape. So everything lays down. You just have to keep working it. If you get a wrinkle, like I see one right there, I'm going to have to stretch that out a little bit. And that one too. The rest of it looks pretty good. Just takes time, and I'm sure you will not see no swelling if you use the Gorilla Tape and get her done. And I'm gonna go ahead and stick my insert in there and go ahead and assemble the wheel so that it all conforms while it's all nice and hot. Everything sticks, and when I get to that point, I'll come back and show you the finished product. All right. So there you have it. We got them all done. Lined up nice. Let me back up a little bit there. Looks good on the wheel. And you can always paint them. I usually paint the rings black, or I have some chrome paint, but I'll take them out in the garage tomorrow. Scuff them in a little bit. Everything looks good. And that's how I tape my tires to keep them from swelling. Thanks for stopping by the channel. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit subscribe, like, share the video with your friends, and hope y'all have a blessed day.